While Yoko, you take your turn, Nathan Danvers does look towards you guys and just states, "Monsters! I knew it!"
Well,
It's a
I'm
shame.
gonna go and collect the long swords that were thrown and dropped.
Yeah. One was at your feet beforehand, so you can just have easily pick that one up, and the other one is technically over here if you're talking about his, or over here if you're talking about the one that threw it at the monkey. All right. Currently restrained, so he can't actually attack you, and you have 3 longswords now. Anything else?
I'm gonna use a key point to dash on my bonus action and climb up on it if I can and try and put out the fires.
I would allow it if you didn't already use your bonus action.
How to use his bonus action?
Dashing.
But he didn't. Did he use his action to pick up the weapons then?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Good point. I'm gonna say picking up the weapons are free action. All right, Yoko, go ahead and try to smother the fire in a way you think you can. Like, what's Yoko's way of doing things?
Well-
Star, it sounds like you have a fan on.
I do. Sorry, my
It's
air
fine.
conditioner went kaput today.
How big are the flames?
They just started. Honestly, they're like the start of a campfire. Takeable, doable, but pretty small. Oh, nice! With precipitation, you just gut the flames out immediately. Not even a problem. The 3 guards look towards you. Hey, man, we just started that! All right, set up the next fire.
Don't you even want to see what's in there first? We
Don't
might
need
be able
to.
to.
Boss said just get rid of it.
What if it's explosive and it blows up everything?
Oh man, that would be awesome.
With you
John
this
then
close
states,
to it?
forest fire, forest fire. The first one then goes, forest fire, They're not smart.
I'm starting to gather that.
Noble is enchanting, but he is, ironically, like his name suggests, noble to his crew members. So he's not gonna stop them, but he's like a little bit embarrassed.
Well, I guess I'll end my turn here and hope for the best.
Nathan Davers is currently restrained, so they'll use an action to try to break out of your arm lock.
You could always talk to me.
That is true, but you guys have already tried to set the wagon on fire. A giant bear broke in. Now he's gonna be violent. He's gonna try to use his athletics to break away. Aster, you can roll athletics or acrobatics. He has +5. 14. Yeah. Nothing.
Seeing him
Nothing.
struggle, I'm gonna like tighten my grip and pull him close and say, "I will let you go. Don't raise your sword to me. I believe that those 3 are the bigger issue. I'm just going to let him go."
Okay, you are doing something that he would consider respectable, but you also still attacked his wagon. So advantage, disadvantage, flat roll, persuasion. He doesn't go for like a swing or a strike, mainly because he doesn't have his weapon, and because Yoko already stole it. But he is willing to hear you out. Aster, your turn.
I didn't steal it. He left it laying on the ground.
Stole it.
You will will listen to me when I speak to you.
Is that the command spell, or are you just being mean to him?
I'm just gonna beat these people senseless.
That's fair. They have an AC of 12, so hit a 12.
First one here in front of me.
You go for the swing, and Noble just moves to the side, easily dodging your blow.
I will try to restrain him.
Here they have a +3. Oh, even with a +3, they. Hooray! That's out of game. I'm just reading something right now. Hooray! In game. Man, I cannot save to save myself.
Action surge and punch him again. That's a 23 this time.
Yeah, that does hit. Yeah, you just beat him senseless until
Are
he
you
hits the ground.
smiting him?
I'm smiting him.
Well, then he's dead.
I will use my bonus action to grab someone else.
Okay. I like how you went for the one that's the most receptive to speaking.
Well, he was the closest.
That is fair. They're all faceless. Any one of them could have been taken down. 15 +3. Nope.
Now he's restrained.
Now he's restrained and badly damaged. Milo.
All right, I'm gonna tell the monkey to watch them, don't let them out, and then have him pick me up to where I can get on top of the cart.
They're all shouting things at you. Do you speak Celestial?
I can't remember. No.
Then you just
And
feel, and it's probably true that they're just shouting profanities at you.
Yeah, I do speak Celestial because it was I had decided on Celestial being the other language since I couldn't take Thieves' Cant.
They're just shouting profanities at you. Except for the eldest, Asimar. They're not saying anything.
I'll have him pick me up, and he'll just guard the door so they don't run off yet. Not to attack, but don't let him out.
Yeah.
He's got. I'll see Yoko up here, and I go. He's got people in there. I guess be slaves. I guess.
You don't know.
That's what I know. I'm saying. I'm guessing.
That's fair.
I don't
Did
know
you
what
see
they
any
are.
chains?
Did I see any chains? Or
You saw
they
white
had-
robes and a temple symbol sigil necklace of Timora.
I mean, no chain, but they all wore white robes, and they might be priests. They're Asimar. I don't know. What's Esther doing down there? And
Violence.
I'm like, we really killing them?
They will listen in death, perhaps.
Okay, and I'll take a shot at that one with my short bow.
12 does not hit. Oh wait, yeah, 12 does
just
hit.
hits, yeah?
Yeah. Sorry. I always forget if it meets, it beats. Shooting
If
the farthest one to the left, it sinks in and just shouting at you goes, "What? What's going on? I don't understand. I thought we were cool, man."
Put your weapon down then.
I don't have any weapon. All I have is a burning fire arrow.
Then put it down.
Is that the end of your turn, Milo?
My bonus action was to command the monkey, and yeah.
Okay. On their turn, Milo, go ahead and roll a persuasion. Disadvantage because they really want to sit on fire.
Wouldn't that be intimidation as I just shot him?
You seemed cool with it, but yeah, sure, intimidation.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Natural 20 -1, so
Nah, I'm not gonna be mean. He like fine, and then like throws the arrow into the ground, sinking it into the dirt so it doesn't, cause a fire nearby and spread. You rolled a natural 20, so I'm not gonna take that away from you. So he just sinks it into the dirt and it like guts out the fire. Yoko. While you're looking at this, John does look towards Aster. Yo, man, be cool, be cool. While he's currently pinned down by Aster themselves.
I'm gonna go and take a look at the cargo.
As you hop down and look inside, you see a giant monkey. Peering around them, you see 5 Aasimar. 2 of them look in their late teens, 2 others look in their early 20s, and the oldest looking one in maybe mid-20s-ish has blonde, long hair and 2 protruding white angel wings on their back. Once before, and like again, all dressed in white garbed robes similar to that of priests and with the symbol of Timora. The tallest, eldest looking one does seem to have the symbol itself on a necklace. It looks expensive. They're all shouting, except for the eldest one. Do you speak Celestial?
Nope.
They all look mad at you.
I'm gonna put my sword away and ask if any of them can any of you explain what's going on here?
In Celestial, like one of the younger teens does look towards you and something states, you have no idea what it said. And then they spit towards you. But they have no dexterity, so it just misses. Leans to the left.
Well, one of you should probably explain, otherwise we're not going to be able to work this out very well.
Man, that feels like a threat. How did Yoko intend for that to sound?
Peaceful.
Persuasion. That's not bad. D20, they have no modifiers. Flat out, just got them the same number. They don't believe you, but the eldest one looks towards you and does state, "And why should we believe you?" In now common, "You just attacked us and now you're threatening us with a blade. And a giant monkey.
Note that I did put the blade away.
After you attacked our protectors."
It's complicated. Do you want to try and discuss things so we can figure out what's going on here?
You do see one of the other early 20 Aasimar looks towards her and shouts something at her. They discuss something and then she looks towards you. "As long as no one else attacks, we can talk. Not like we have a choice."
I'm gonna look over to Astra and say, "Hey, they're willing to talk if we don't fight anymore. Well, fight them."
It's not what they said, but Yoko can say it that way.
Yeah, she would.
Noted.
And she'll nod back to the people in the wagon.
Okay. Yoko, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Nathan Davers currently has no weapon. You stole it. Comes over here, sees if this guy has a weapon. No, he doesn't. He's one of the ones that threw it. I'm gonna give him punching with disadvantage.
Didn't the captain have an axe?
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm gonna use axe, even though this guy doesn't have axe stats. Whatever. I'm gonna give him the +5 since the longsword's +5. Yeah, that does hit. And then bashes into the one that got arrow volleyed by Milo. D6 +3, 500 damage, and this guy just looks betrayed by the team. Well, he's fine with Nathan. Honestly, he was trying to kill them. You know, respect. Job to job, man to man. Gotta respect that. But you all betrayed him. You got his trust, and then you just got him murdered. You feel and see a glint of hope that just is shattered in his eyes as he falls to the ground motionless. Aster. I think you would have an advantage. Yeah, you would. And so 23 does hit, and then you just basically bludgeon the guy that you're holding down to death / unconsciousness, and then death. Again. Do people stop fighting, or are you going to continue to fight?
I'm gonna look at Nathan, and he's gonna make that decision.
Nathan drops the battle axe.
You can keep it. Just don't use it on me like that sword.
Don't really use it. And then walks over towards the caravan. So essentially combat is over.
Milo kind of jumps down, walks over to the horse, and just comforts it and casts Cure Wounds on it, heal it up.
Oh yeah, they probably did hit the horse.
Well, he hit it too.
Yeah, he hit it a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I only hit it with the thorns.
I only half
only
killed
time
it,
hit. But it didn't know I'm the one
and
who
then
did
restrained it. That's
But
true.
They
Technically,
didn't get hurt from the restraint.
that's. I mean, yeah, but yeah. So the soldiers you fought were level 1 soldiers, and the guy that is Nathan Danvers is a CR3 veteran fighter. He was pretty capable until you stole his sword.
Speaking of swords, I'm gonna go and collect the scabbards and swords the other guards have.
You
And
collect
bandits if they have any.
2 more long swords, and 2 health potions, and obviously the scabbards themselves. Looking towards, the rough and tough tumble guys, you collect 3 daggers. Each of them had 1. 3 crossbows.
I healed the amount of damage that the horse took.
Nice. I like how you tend to take care for the horse instead of the people.
When the people inside aren't hurt.
That's not what I'm talking about, but okay. And 14 silver, 13 copper, and 12 gold.
Did any of our people get hit?
Would Milo care?
How much gold was it?
Like, outside of Milo's group, I'm talking to you, Milo, outside of game. 12. Milo, would they care outside of your team members?
No.
Minus horse.
Not right. Not in the immediate. No.
Then you don't donate anything.
Okay. I'm just going along with what Yoko said. We're coming here to do this, and I know we're not gonna kill this guy, but doesn't mean I care that he's hurt.
Yeah.
At this moment, I mean, it might change depending on the way the talk goes,
So basically Nathan moves forwards, eyes up your monkey, and makes sure that they don't attack the caravan.
I whistle, and the monkey will climb on top and come and just sit on the top of the building.
Okay.
I mean, not building, but the cart.
Yeah. Which might not be. It's still menacing. Man, it's still menacing.
Still,
But
still just sit there and eat bugs off of itself.
Who would be? I'm just gonna use silhouette tokens. It's fine. So, one after the other, you do spot the 5 members of this caravan van trip towards this new destination. You have no idea who they are, just that they're all Aasimar. One of them seems to have protruding wings, which is a rare thing. Either they're high level, out of game, or they're kind of more blessed and gifted than others, which does happen, but is very rare. I'm gonna give them an actual token. You seem good. Looking inside, Nathan is talking to them in Celestial. If you understand it, you do hear the following conversation. Is everything all right? Yes. Right now they're scared, but everything else should be fine. All right, good. It does seem these people have no idea what's going on. Is that why they attacked us? Because they didn't know? No, I honestly don't know. We haven't yet discussed things, but right now I'm going to make sure at least you survive. If I have to die here today, then I've done my job. I'd
There
rather
will
not.
be no more death. I speak in Celestial.
Nathan pauses, and the woman speaking pauses as well. Surprised that you can speak, this language, and then nods as if you knowing this language
I mean,
is a good thing.
we didn't know who was it. We thought you just like contraband stuff, and I also speak in Celestial. We just thought it was contraband. We were told to kill this guy, but we had discussed not killing, just destroying the contraband goods. But we didn't know there was going to be people in it.
Well, technically, we weren't told to kill him. We were just told to make sure he doesn't bring his goods into the city.
Well, do you even know what I just said? Do you speak Celestial?
Oh, no.
I had said that in Celestial.
Nathan does state, in common. All right, we can discuss things. Do you mind moving away from the van of frightened adolescent youths? No offense, but I don't think they pose a threat to you.
Of course not. Monkey's just hanging on the cart, just eating bugs out of its hair.
I suppose it's the best I'm gonna get. Is what he says out loud in common. Looking towards you. Looking towards you.
I whistle, and the monkey just runs jumps from the cart to the tree and just sits there and hangs upside down, listening to us talk.
Looking towards you, Nathan does state. All right then, what exactly was your job, and why on earth did you take it, knowing these events, or rather, not asking any questions?
We weren't exactly in a situation where we could ask as many questions as we would like.
Not even what the cargo was? Or why they didn't want it in town?
Again, one of those things where the less questions asked, the better off.
So the short of it is, the Dawn here doesn't want you or your goods in Waterstone.
Of course it'd be him. It's always that man. Ever since he took possession of the Hive Queen, it's always the same damn thing. And of course, they'd hire mercenaries that have no idea what's going on for this job.
Yeah, we're kind of no.
Well, you can enlighten us instead of speaking ill about us in front of our faces.
No offense, you attacked first. I'll speak ill of people that threaten my life and the life of the people I am supposed to protect.
I let you go.
But first, you stabbed me.
I didn't stab you, I punched you. You stabbed me.
True.
Fine then. I can talk hatefully towards you, but I won't act aggressively towards you. Fair compromise in my book, as far as I see it. Look, as it stands now, I am not someone normal. I am a merchant, former veteran soldier. I take on jobs to make sure that the people that can heal outside of the Dawn's network, as well as everyone else within that damn Waterstone City network as well. Each person, each place, each destination has their own cuts, their own people they need to pay off. And, well, we help where we can. I present myself like a merchant and sell off my goods that are usually healing potions, people and cures, curing curses, and things of that nature. Celestial powers, if you would be. And those 5 are the people that I'm actually just protecting while they do their jobs. And when, someone undercuts someone else, people tend to get violent towards them, or try to stop them or halt them. Seems like a simple enough reason why they want me dead. They are more or less a secret. So if you wouldn't be, so kind as to stop punching me for a second, keeping that a secret as well.
Wait, Astrid's still hitting you?
No, not anymore. Out of game, that was me. No, not anymore. He was just basically doing a callback to, stop punching me so we can work things out.
So, these 5 know that they're going somewhere where their lives are definitely at risk?
That is the job they decided to take. I am here to provide protection, but I can't well do that when people keep attacking me. I'd rather not fight if I don't have to. The work they intended to do. Okay.
What would you say?
I'm gonna move back over to the cart and then just simply ask them what they were needing in Waterstone.
Profanity, and then the eldest one does look towards you and does state, "We're here to make sure that the people are safe, protected, and cured." This is the job our Enclave gave us, to make sure we can save as many lives as we can. You can roll insight, by the way. They can be lying, potentially. You don't have to, though. You don't know. Seems like a good enough cause, and that would explain why Nathan was sent out to, keep watch over them and protect them. And if they are, the people that are healing, curing wounds, curing diseases, as well as curses, if someone already has, a business doing that and someone undercuts them, well, let's just say when that happens in the real world, let's go back to when it happens in the real world. Like bars get set on fires, certain people go missing, talks about swimming and fishes and sleeping come up into play, that sort of thing. And, well, you were the hired muscle to do that in this situation.
Who would have thought the healing business was so cutthroat?
Well, they... actually, Yoko, you can roll insight if you want. It's not pertaining to someone lying, it's pertaining to something else. From what you can tell, they probably believe that it's like healing potions, spell scrolls, and stuff like that that is causing, the entire fluctuation thing of them getting more business than the other guys getting more business. So they probably don't, like Nathan says, they probably don't know it's people. So, like, it's possible they don't care if it's people, but as long as the supply is gone from their town, well, then they don't have someone cutting into their business. It is cutthroat, but they probably didn't intend for it to be people, but at the exact same time, you believe they probably didn't care.
So, have you considered setting up somewhere outside the city?
And how would people find us?
Well, maybe you could advertise to people that are able to make the trip.
So you want me to walk into the city without having them guarded, and then potentially die in this city to advertise?
Well, it's either that or go into the city, get spotted because, well, your group kind of stands out. All of you get slaughtered and none of you do any healing. Or you just go to an entirely different city and hope it's got a better situation than this one.
The woman in the caravan does state, because she can't hear this conversation, it's not like you're quiet. We are here to protect and serve. If it means our lives, we are willing to give them up. But we'd rather not if we can avoid it. We are supposed to help as many people as we can, not pick and choose where we may lie.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you die, you're not helping anybody.
If we die saving one life more, then we die with a cause and a right.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You could have, if we didn't know who we didn't stop when we did, you would have died here without saving anybody. That's the thing. If you die, you can't save anybody. There's no, we saved one, we did our job. There's no way you could have, like, basically, if we weren't the type of people we are, decided to stop fighting when we found out who and what the contraband was, you would be dead right now. You would have helped nobody. You would not have made it into town. You'd be dead. There would be no, I saved this one person, I'm willing to die. There would be none of that.
I like how Milo's backhand bragging. Like, yeah, we're so deadly. If we didn't stop, you'd be dead. Think about that. Think about that. Milo, what persuasion?
Do I get advantage or anything because of my spill?
Yes. Help from Yoko.
15.
They're all pretty young except for the eldest one, so immediately all of the teens to young 20-year-olds like look down and ashamed, like they didn't think things through. Like their entire order, their mission to save as many lives as possible at the risk of their own lives, it's like shot immediately through their heart. Like they're all depressed, thinking about what life they led to, and if this is all just meaningless.
I mean, how old does the oldest one look? Like,
25.
How old is 25? She's younger than Milo.
Yeah. She takes it better than everyone else, but she takes this to note, and she does simply state, like, she is the most intellectual one. And what would you have us supposed to do? We cannot look away, but we can do things safer, I suppose.
I mean, I understand. Don't get me wrong. I understand. Don't look away. Like, do what you can, but think smarter about it. If you know a place is gonna be dangerous for you, figure out a way to get word to that place. And like my friend here was saying, I don't say Yoko, I just say my friend here was saying, have some way of getting people to come to you. If you know a said place is dangerous, set up somewhere safe, secure, and just have people. Yes, I understand there's some sick that can't travel, that can't come and move on, but you also got to think, if you're like I said, if you're dead, you can't do anything for those people. But say you have someone that you do treat that is able to come out, get them to take some type of medicine or something that you bring with you to said another sick person. I mean, it's a lot safer, because if you're alive, you can help people. If you're dead, you can't. If you're not here in the world, you're not helping no one.
She does take to the heart, and looking at this, she begins to reevaluate how things are done. Nathan, on the other hand, like a protective dad, because he is 473 years old, pretty young for an elf, but still within the concept of dad. Looks towards you. If you're done berated them, do you mind if I get them out of your dangerous clutches? We can rethink the evaluation of how we do things from here.
I mean, I don't have a problem, but like, you can't seriously be angry at us
for killing
personally.
5 of our men, for attacking our caravan.
Shut up.
Yeah, totally okay with that.
I wasn't talking about killing the guards. I was talking about traumatizing the whole situation. I mean, let me just put a scenario to you. You said you were a soldier. So you're still you're having your duties and stuff that you have to take care of. And you were sent out on a mission to, I don't know, stop some bandits from attacking this village, but you weren't given much information, and you lay in wait, and all you were told is they come at night. You lay in wait, and in an ambush, waiting for them to make their appearance. They appear, and you attack, and you end up killing them, but you come to find out they're just farmers being trying to make ends meet, because said government or whatever isn't treating them right. But yet, I mean, would you not expect to feel bad? I mean, I feel horrible. I didn't know. I mean, I feel horrible for this, because all I knew is we were stopping someone bringing contraband into a city. We had no clue it was people trying to heal people. I mean, you can't you can be upset with us because we killed some people, but if you look at it the way I'm saying, if you look at it from my perspective, we had no idea.
Yes, about that.
Just doing a job like we were told, and the same thing goes for you. It's the same thing.
It's very different.
So you're telling me, if you were given an order while you were still in the military, if you were given an order to go kill these people because they were pillaging, but they've not been set, all you knew is they were pillaging. But when you got there, you killed an ambush, but only to find out that they hadn't killed anybody. They had only stolen a few bits of food to survive. Would you not feel bad?
You haven't been a soldier, have you? You don't just read the law by the book. You investigate, you grab, you go, you collect information, you collect hostage potentially to gather said information. You read into things, you just don't slaughter. Unless things have been proven outright. then you go in with a strike force. And you yourselves did state you were in a position of can't ask any questions. That alone proves to me that you are not exactly working for the right people. Yes, I'm an ex-soldier. That being said, our positions are not the same. But I can respect you doing your job. But for that alone, for traumatizing my youth and my wards, that I won't forgive you for. But I will
Not
respect
asking
your
you for.
current appeals
just-
to try to help.
I'm just asking you to understand the situation we were in when it all started. Everything's different now.
Right.
Considering the situation you were bringing them into, them getting traumatized was bound to happen sooner or later.
I suppose you do make a point. That being said, do you mind if I get him out of here? Because you do hold all the cards right now. He furls his hands, indicating has no weapons. Kind of has to listen to you. Doesn't like
You
to,
have,
but he has no weapon. He dropped it.
Oh, I didn't hear him say. I didn't hear you say he dropped his ass.
He dropped it a while ago, a while ago. Basically, Aster said, I don't know. Do we continue to fight? And he drops it, and then Aster said, you know, you can have that. I don't use hands axes, and then things continued on from there.
I don't have a problem with you leaving.
You should probably not continue into the city.
Yeah, I mean, I had no intentions of killing you anyways. The whole thing, I had no intentions of killing you.
He does believe you, still doesn't like you guys. Right. Yoko, Milo, and Aster, you guys get an attack opportunity if you decide to take it. Finish him off one last time.
Yoko's gonna head over to him and offer him his sword back.
He looks at you and begrudgingly, because you still have his weapon. Thank you. Do take care. And try not to kill anyone that doesn't deserve it. Looks at the three in front of him. They didn't. Looks at the three in front of them. Those three did.
Where did you serve?
I'd rather not give you more information than I need to. And I'm sure making it a point to get the information.
It's to cover our tracks with the people who sent.
Luminera. He. I was about to say he giddies his hops. He hops along, getting out of here before you guys decide to actually, kill him off. The people and Asimar inside. Most of them are still sad, except for the oldest one who just mouths "thank you" as they trudge along outside, not going into the city.
Off in the distance, I say to the Asimar woman, "Remember what I said. It's better to be alive than dead."
They do collect the bodies of the fallen soldiers, though. Guards, sorry, they're not soldiers.
I will take one of the helmets, and I will relay this with the guys so that we have some proof that they won't be entering the city.
He begrudgingly nods. It does make sense to collect some type of information. He is logical in all things, except for giving sway to the mission at hand. Because he was told to make sure they get into town. And to keep it as safe as possible. Which is why he had Splatoon as well as himself. The only thing he didn't count on was you guys. And looking how things were, if you guys didn't show up, he probably got this. You guys were the most dangerous thing of all.
Well,
What? You did complete the
this
mission.
is gonna be hard to explain.
Not necessarily. We can just say we came up. We didn't We came up to them fighting, and they got butchered, and we took care of the rest. We were never told to keep these guys alive.
Perhaps let me do the talking when we get back.
Yes, definitely.
Then you do hear someone inside of a tree next to you guys. Yes, I concur. You might be the most capable one of speaking among you all.
Is he like? Did my monkey not even see him?
He's like, it's hard to describe, but I'll describe it anyways. He's like phased inside of the tree halfway.
Oh my god.
And you are.
Birch, pleased to meet you. He brings out his hand for a handshake.
Kind of look up at him like motion to like he needs to reach down if he's not gonna shake
does.
my hand.
He does. He then just gets out of the woodwork. Yeah. If you guys had a passive of 18, which you guys didn't because only one of you had the prior passive, unfortunately he was very stealthy. All right then. I was supposed to be your evaluator, but you did the job. Good job. Did it your way, handle it your way. Really don't care about the details.
You don't care about the three over there dead?
No.
Good.
The letter of our contract completed.
Yes. All that matters. Now then, are you heading back?
I believe that's the plan, yes.
All right. And if you're heading back, I might as well accompany you along.
What time of day is it?
It's getting close to 6 p.m.
Is there any particular hurry to head back to report in on this, or can we get something to eat first?
Oh, you're more than welcome to get something to eat. I just need to know to either accompany you guys now or to state that mission has been completed and they will arrive soon after. He begins to shift the earth underneath these three people in 5-foot cubes.
Is it natural or is it magic?
It's magical. It's mold earth.
No, I meant to say, was it arcane magic or nature magic?
I suppose nature, because it's mold earth.
Doesn't that.
But a giant mass of earth flies into the air and the bodies just hit the ground underneath. Might as well cover our tracks. And then, buries the bodies inside the dirt as the cube falls back into the ground.
Do you want to come get dinner too?
I could eat.
That could have gone better. Do you think, Esther?
I think it could have gone worse as well.
Potentially. Those three that you were with were also on their first trial. Low-level bandits that decided to try to go up in the world. Did not take.
Did we recognize them?
No, it wasn't the
Okay.
bandits that just left. They changed their ways.
Oh. Okay then.
That would have been really awkward.
That would have been awkward.
I'll let you know when that you actually find them again.
Alright.
But eventually, you guys do make it to go eat something. Where do you guys head off to?
Well, obviously the sea shanty is the only place in town worth eating at, so...
Honestly, yeah. The rest of the food is okay in town, but this is the best food.
I would have cleaned myself off.
Yeah, you clean yourself off.
Most of them would have disappeared when I retook my human form because it was on my bear farm.
Yeah, if not disappear, flake off after you shift.
Mm-hmm.
You might have some blood underneath your nails, but you can clean that. So, going back to the scene, Shanty, Birch does join you for a meal. Red greets you all, and she waves towards Birch. Birch waves back. And then, basically, you collect your meals. Again, it's 5 copper. It's cheap, but very good. And then, Birch, while eating a nice Griffin burger, looks toward you guys. Why'd you decide to join?
Milo kind of looked over at Yoko. How do I pronounce it again? Ruckus?
Yoko?
Yoko, okay. Looks over at Yoko and just stares at Yoko.
Well, I was interested in the swords that were on sale in the market, and since I didn't have enough money to get any...
Oh, so you went for the hive price. I get that. They're very good, but extremely expensive. I can understand that.
Yeah, I noticed.
What about the rest of you?
They kind of just came along for the ride.
I'm a friend of Yoko's.
Companionship. Understandable.
We're friends.
But you've obviously won something since you went down there. Mind if I ask what it is? You don't have to answer. I'm your evaluator for the mission. You did it. Good for you.
Oh.
You don't have to say anything else if you don't want to.
Just trying to get some information from. I
keep forgetting. I have it written down, but I can't find my notes.
Jen Michaels.
Jen. Some information from Jen.
Oh, the human wizard. Yeah, that would make sense. And he is one of the best information brokers out there. Not to mention the one dealing with the routes. So, yeah, that would make sense. I would advise caution against them. They are
dealing with
tricky.
The routes.
Yeah.
Do you mean the routes with Aquas?
More or less. They're the like Aquas and the other kingdoms to the north. They have their own trade routes, sure, but Zhen's routes are a little bit obtuse and in varying directions. They protect those routes to make sure that no one goes near them that doesn't need to go near them. You know?
So basically, we paid for information that I probably already knew.
Not completely. Like, this is all Birch knows. There are other things to it, but I honestly, don't work for the guy. I don't need some two-face guy, stabbing me in the back. I mean, I'm a thief and a crook, but I do have honor. I do stab you in the front. I'll let you know. Okay, Yoko, you pay for Birch's meal, which is another 5 copper. Red does not, and then does state. I would agree on that part. Zhen is not exactly the kindest man. You didn't hear that from me, of course. But you're able to finish your meals with ease and completion. It is getting, the sun has set and things are moving forwards. The underground market is, in a casino area, so, that's going to be open 24/7. You can go there anytime you want, but you can also go there anytime you want. So you can, go to sleep, take a long rest, and go there. You can take a short rest and go there, or you can just go there now. It's entirely up to you. I mean, you are next to a man that literally buried themselves into a tree, and then, like, as if it was nothing, rose some earth, buried 3 guys, and then threw it back on them. Although you did kill them, so, to each their own.
That's fine with anything, right?
Yeah. But we will decide on what you guys decide to do next. You do have a meal, and I'm going to consider this a short rest, so no matter what, you do get a short rest. If you decide to take a long rest, you're more than welcome to. But what happens now we'll decide what happens later. Because Milo, you will have your information. Yoko, you have your discount. Hooray! But you also entered into a hive criminal organization.
It was worth killing all those people.
It is a good discount, I'm not gonna lie. But one thing does stand true. You overthrew a more or less Robin Hood crew that's a little bit more violent, and then told them to leave. And then now you're joining a criminal network and are starting from the bottom to, who knows, maybe rise to the top once more. We'll figure that one out next time, as we end the session for today.